Hey, video number 3. It's been a while, but there are other things to do. It is a toasty day here today. Good for sweating some rock and roll. Today we can look at something real quickly, but someone asked me a while ago, how do you write a guitar solo? A lot of times you go with melody. You know, you can repeat the melody. If you're not sure what to do, just learn the melody and it always works out great. To keep things simple without a bunch of changes, this is a progression with just change from D to G. Now technically it's not really just D, it's A over D to D. And then a D over a G. But you don't have to play anything complicated over that to make it sound really good. You can just stick with your pentatonic. For the D and of course G. End on the second finger because the pattern's different because of the tuning. But if you don't have to go any farther, you don't have to shift to your first finger. That shift, because that can kind of throw you off. This one's straight ahead. Now, I always found there were 3 ways to begin soloing and phrasing. You can go on the beat, you can go after it, or you can go before it and bring in the solo. Kind of like the function of a bass line to bring everyone into the next chord. Guitar players are lucky because they get to wait to hear the bass note and then they can play. So if you're not sure what key it is, like anything, if you don't know what to say, don't say anything. Just wait for the change, and when you hear the bass note, then do something. If you know what you're doing, you can play with it more. So I've got a little loop here. Chords first. So it was the D and then goes to the G. So we just want it simple. Just D. That's what you'll be doing most of the time, accompanying someone. Getting a steady thing with your right hand. Rush that a little bit. Okay. This is what you'll be doing most of the time, playing rhythm behind something. The world needs more rhythm players, man. Okay, so I'm just going to do those 2 pentatonics I showed you. Now this is if you were going to start on the beat. Let's do that again. thing is, what you can do, if you can do the simplest of the simplest and hit the root note. So everyone goes, ah. You're like, yeah, look what I did. One silly note. Those are my roots there, beside each other. D and G. You'll always have a fourth, which the G is to the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right across from it, above it. Looks downward, but it's higher in notes. So 1, 4, 4. You can also go 1, 4. And that's across and down 2. Grab the chord if you want on top. What I did was grab and the fifth below it. It sounds good over the G. And the G chord, we have to do it differently. And with the G, when you go up, you have to grab it like this, which is really easy because your fingers are there anyway. Two octaves. Start on the G up here on the 10th. Then you can do the other one. So that's a good way to get started. May not be amazing, but it's you'll play something that fits. And you can expand upon that. If you really want to get tight with it. So on and so on. So have fun with that, and we're going to get into doing those chords I was talking about. Thanks, guys. In jazz, I call them slash chords. You can give them a fancy pants name if you want, but it's a lot easier if you're not really into theory to just think of them like you're playing piano. One chord here and one root note here, not necessarily the same. So in this case, when I was doing an A chord, 5, 5, 6, 7, instead of an A on the bottom of that, I played a D instead. Everyone's going to think, wow, he's a real learned musician, a fancy pants chords. And they're beautiful. And what I was doing with that chord, I mean, I used to hit prog rock stuff all the time. Fun stuff. But anyway, I was resolving it to a D. So it has kind of floaty tension, and then it grounds itself. That's a D over a G, and then G over G. Kind of like sailing, take me away, and so on and so on. So that we'll get more and more into those, because those are easy, but they sound really harmonically sophisticated in the right spot, and they can add a lot of color instead of just a straight chord sometime. Especially if you're playing with someone that does the straight chords, strumming away, you can add nice little things around them. It's like, ooh, that's, guitar's great. Same shape, just move it around. Anyway, that is all for today, and we'll get back to you. God bless you and have an awesome day.